Hey guys, today is Wednesday. You'll be seeing this on Friday, yes. And today's crock pot slow cooker dish is actually a meal. It's going to be beef stroganoff, and I'm getting it from the Southern Living book, which is the same book I got the one yesterday from. I didn't tell you that. Sorry. But anyway, it is the Southern Living book, and there is something that I like about this book that I have not told you guys. Up at the top, there's like a little thing. I've got it already on my little stand. So, up at the top, sorry, you see that right there? It'll tell you the ideal size of slow cooker that you need for your dish. And, I like that. I like that a lot. So, this is beef stroganoff. I have never made beef stroganoff with anything except ground beef, or ground chuck, ground meat, So anyways, I've never, Ellie, what are you doing? She smells Noah's shirt. I'm doing laundry, but I stopped doing laundry right now because I want to talk to y'all, and, well, I have another load to wash, and I haven't put it in the washer because I wanted to be able to talk to y'all without being all noisy. And Allie is our girl who's almost blind completely. Like, I think in one eye she is completely blind. And she was smelling, I guess, Noah smelling his shirt, his dirty shirt. But anyway, sorry I got off track. I'm good at that. So, I've only made it with ground meat, ground beef. And this time it calls for sirloin tips, which I don't have any sirloin tips. I'm going to cut it up myself. But I did have a sirloin steak in the refrigerator or freezer. So it says to look for beef sirloin tips as a time saver, or purchase top sirloin and thinly slice. I'm not going to thinly slice. I'm going to slice it, small enough. I'm going to cut it small enough. So this makes 6 to 8 servings. I'm looking at this thing so I can tell you right. And the hands-on time is 15 minutes, and the total time is supposed to be 3 hours and 15 minutes. So this is not one of those that you fix and forget and you let it go all day. Unless you have one of those slow cookers that have a timer like this digital. Mine is not. Mine is way before the digital, or my biggest one, my 5-quart one. It's actually 6, I think. It is before the digital time for slow cookers. So, I don't have that. But if you do have one of those that you can set, and then it will automatically go to keep warm, you're good, no problem. But with this one, you have to be aware that this is one that you cook on low for 3 hours. So it's not going to take a long time to get this done. But this would be a good thing to cook if it tastes good. We don't know how it tastes yet. But it would be a good thing to cook on a day where you didn't have time to stand over the stove. Maybe you were doing housework, but you could just throw it in there and in a few hours you had your meal. Something like that. So I'm going to tell you the ingredients, and I'm going to tell you one that we are not using. It's optional anyway. 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 pounds of beef sirloin tips. Mine's not quite 2 pounds, but it's close enough. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 medium onions chopped, 1 8-ounce packet. No, sorry. 2 8-ounce packages of fresh sliced mushrooms. Here's a problem. We just put mushrooms down. We only got 1 pack. So we're going to only have half the amount of mushroom. I don't think it'll make a huge difference. We just won't have as much mushroom. It's going to be okay. If I have to, I think I have a can of mushrooms in the pantry, but I'm not sure. So we only have half the amount because I didn't read it and I'm not going to the store. It's actually raining today. We're excited about the rain. Jeff came in from feeding the chickens and everything and said, the sky is falling. I said, it's raining, huh? Or I said, it started raining, huh? because I know it was supposed to rain today. Anyway, I'm off track again. So sorry. 1.5 cups of beef broth, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1.5 cups of sour cream. This is the thing that we will not be using, the 1/4 cup of sherry. It is optional, so we're not going to be using that. There's another thing we're not using either because we don't have it. The next thing that we do have is going to be the egg noodles, hot cooked egg noodles. They're not cooked yet, but they will be later. The other thing we're not using is the fresh parsley because we don't have any. That's just for garnish anyway. It's fine. So, this is a process. This is not one you can just throw in the crock pot and let it go. This is one that you have to do a little bit of skillet cooking first. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my onions and, well, garlic also. Did I say it garlic? Does it have to have garlic? No. Y'all, I have read so many slow cooker meals, I've got mixed up. Well, never mind about the garlic. I was going to say I'm not using jarred garlic because one of them calls for jarred garlic. It's not this one. Y'all, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut up onion and mushroom and the meat, and then I'll come back and do the cooking process with you guys. So, let me get to chopping. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not going to do it exactly like it says because I'm going to use a bag. I have my 1/4 cup of flour in here, all-purpose flour, and I got to get this closer because my eyeballs. 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. It says to put this on the, this is a 1/2 teaspoon too, onto the meat, but I'm not putting the salt and pepper on the meat. I'm just going to put it in the bag because the flour is going to go on the meat, so I'm just going to let it be what it is because it's just easier that way for me, and I'm trying to take a couple, well, one shortcut anyway, with this because I don't want to use any more dishes than I have to, and I don't want to stand any longer than I have to right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat in here. I have oil in my pan heating up. It's not hot yet, so I'm gonna just kind of shake this around, get it fully coated, and then I'll come back when it's time to put it in here. Okay, so it says to have a greased slow cooker, so I'm going to go ahead and just spray this. I'm honestly trying to get rid of this pan so I can just go to using the other kind that is just one ingredient, which is olive oil or avocado oil. Today, I mean, what I have right now is olive oil, but anyways, we're not going to talk about that right now because that's not even what we're doing. Like I said, that was going to cover that completely, so I saw no point in me changing up how I was going to do it. I am not going to put all this meat in at once. I'm just going to put, well, it says to add the beef, so I guess I will put it all in. Which, okay, we're just going to do it. We're going to do what it says. And I'm going to get it in there. See, all the salt and pepper's already on there now. With the flour, that was just easier. If you need to take a shortcut, do it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like I should have done half that though. But I went with what the recipe says. Okay guys, I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit. I've got some new friends who have joined this crazyville of Mama Cat's Home recently, and you might have joined because of my planner videos, you might have joined because of Crocktober. But if you haven't watched anything except October's videos, you may not realize that I don't only do cooking here. So if you don't mind, maybe go watch one or two from August, July, whenever. sometime this year. And you'll see that I do grocery hauls, I do cooking, I do cleaning, I do anything homemaking, housewife related. Plus, sometimes we are recording whenever we go somewhere, whenever Jeff and Noah are doing something. It's just our lives. That's what we're recording here, and that's what I'm sharing. It's just that the month of October, I decided to make my life a little bit easier and still be able to share with you guys, and I decided to do crock pot or slow cooker meals or dishes so that I'd have something to share with you, but I wouldn't have to be standing as much as I normally would. So if you're here just for cooking, I'm sorry, I won't be doing that every day, but you're welcome to stay as long as you want and watch all the cooking videos I put out, because if I do cook, there's going to be something in the title about what I'm cooking. Like, it's going to be like food related. It's going to say it. But I just want to let you know that, just in case you found me because of Croctober. But either way, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this meat, and I'm not going to struggle with the iron skillet trying to show y'all me putting it in that crock pot. No, I'm not, because I've been doing that lately, and this thing's heavy, so I'm just going to do that off camera. But you cook it until it gets brown, and then you put it into the greased slow cooker, and then I'll show you what I'm doing next after that. But I'm going to get it in this slow cooker real quick because it's ready for that step. Okay, so the next step, after I got it into the slow cooker, I got it all in there, and it is already on low. You can't see it, but I'll show it to you later. The next step is going to be to add the mushrooms and the onion. Well, it says onion and mushroom, so I'm adding onion first to this skillet. And let me see how long. My book's way over there. And oh my goodness, that smells good already, y'all. This already smells good whenever I was just doing the meat. So anyways, it says to add onions and mushroom to drippings in skillet. Cook, stirring often 3 minutes or until tender. So meanwhile, I've got to put the broth and everything else into the slow cooker. So I'm going to bring y'all over here to the other side. Okay, so let me scoot that over a little bit. I'm going to start this real quick because I haven't started yet. It just smells so delicious. It's just the onions, y'all. Onions just smell wonderful to me. I don't know why. They just do. And also, like I said, I don't have as much, what is that stuff? Mushroom as I'm supposed to, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and do this stuff. Now, you know that I don't buy broth. I just make my own with the bouillon. So, something else. Y'all know I've been talking about I need to go get me another measuring cup. I do not. I have 2 of these 4-cup ones. I do not need to go get another one. And the reason why is whenever we move, I'll just have to find somewhere to store it. So that's 1.5 cups of water, and then I'm going to put, you're supposed to have 1 teaspoon of this per cup. So that makes 1.5 teaspoons of this for that to be, and this is beef. This is the beef kind, beef flavor. Hopefully is it focusing? I don't know. Hopefully it did. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's what that is. I've got that in there. And then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. You guys that have been around know that I freeze my tomato paste so I don't waste any of it. So there's 9 tablespoons in here. So I'm going to just kind of get some out. Hopefully it'll be 2 tablespoons worth. And if it's not, we'll never know. If it's a little bit more, I think it'll be alright. If it's a little less, I think it'll be alright. But I just put it in there like that. Works for me. And then I stick this back into the freezer. That might not be quite 2 tablespoons. And if I feel like I need a little bit more, I'll just grab it out. Alright, the next thing I need is a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I've got to open this up. Now, this is a 1/2 teaspoon measurement that I'm using. Y'all know, if you've been around, that I don't like making, making a more mess than I have to. I don't like having to clean up things, more and more things, so I try to use the same thing. So I learned that 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. So that means 6 half teaspoons is going to be a tablespoon. So I'm going to put 6 of these in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that should be a tablespoon. It looks like a lot, doesn't it? Oh well, I don't know. Now, that's all that you need to put in here, so I'm going to kind of stir that around. Let that tomato paste kind of get melted some. But I'm going to stir that around a little bit, and I'm going to stir my onion and mushroom mixture. And you do need the sour cream and all that, but that'll be later. That'll be later on. I've never put mustard in stroganoff. Now, I have always put Worcestershire sauce in it, and y'all, I'm fighting myself to not put it in there. I want to put it in there so bad I can just taste it, but I'm not. I'm gonna follow the instructions. I'm gonna do what it says. It's gonna be good. Let's see, how long am I supposed to cook these up, though? I guess until they're soft, maybe? It said, I think, 3 minutes. It's probably been 3 minutes, y'all. 3 minutes or until tender. Okay. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to put all them juices in there. Oh, I messed up. To loosen up the stuff in there. Girl. I've been reading too many of these things. Okay. Okay. This is what's going to happen. I messed up. It's okay, though. It's all right. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one of my measuring things, and I'm just going to put some of this in here. Into that. I won't get it all, but I'll get some of it, and it'll be all right. We're not going to cry. We're not going to fuss. We're not going to have a fit. We're just going to put some of this liquid in there, and we're going to be all right. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's just not ideal. It's not what I really wanted to do today. I should have read again. I read this recipe a couple times, y'all, but I've read so many. Because I am trying to bring y'all ones that I have, you know, never done. Ones that I've really always wanted to try but been a little bit scared to try. Or maybe had to talk my family into trying or something like that. So, yeah, I've read a lot of recipes lately. But that's alright. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I'm really liking this. Now, I know that there's been a couple of recipes that we did not prefer. But, you know, it was an experience. We did not waste the food. We still enjoyed trying it. It was something we've never done before, and we can say we've done it. You know, that kind of thing. And I'm kind of glad that I have to put some of this in there because I was wondering how I was going to get all that goodie out of the bottom of that pan. Alright, so, it'll be alright, though. It's going to be just fine. It's going to work out okay. This is what you do when you make boo-boos. You make it work anyway. Okay, put these away. Now y'all see that? I was trying to make, you know, less dishes for myself, and I make a mistake like that. And then I end up with more dishes for myself. That's what happens sometimes. But it'll be okay. I may go and grab that other mushrooms, the canned mushrooms, out of the pantry too, because I think I need them. Let me go grab them. I know it's not in the recipe, but I gotta do something. I don't have enough mushrooms. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there, and I did put these in there. They are also portobello mushrooms. Can y'all focus? Let me see ya. It's not gonna focus. Yes, maybe. There. They're portobello mushrooms as well. Now I have to buy some more because that was the last can I had. But that's alright. I'll put it on my list. I gotta go grocery shopping this week. Alright, let me get this turned off and get it into the slow cooker. And I did get most of that. I might have got all of that up. The yummy that sticks to the bottom, you know. Alright, I'm going to put it into the slow cooker. This time I'm going to make y'all watch me do it, I reckon. It's going to be easier because it's just going to be pouring it in. Well, I said that. And then mushrooms got stuck. Come on out of there, guys. See if I can get them out this way. Whoop. There we go. Got them out. Sit that there so I can let it cool, and then I'll wash it later. And then re-oil it. Make sure you always wash and re-oil your your cast iron. Alright, here it is. We're gonna stir it together. We're gonna cook it on low for 3 hours. And we're not gonna worry about the little mistake I made. We're gonna be okay with that. There's some of the goodies stuck to my spoon. There we go. Alright, let's get that in there. 3 hours on low. And I will cook the egg noodles as it says on the package. They are wheat ones, so they are going to look a little bit different. And everything in me wants to put Worcestershire sauce in there. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let it be. Set me a timer and I'll be back. Oh, sorry for hitting y'all. I'll be back. Alright, so the last thing you do before you enjoy this, well, other than cooking the noodles, which are over there, is you put sour cream in, and it's 1.5 cups. And I have a little bit left in this one, probably about 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to get that out first because I don't want to waste any, and I don't want to, you know, start using the new one without using up the old one first. Well, they're not old. Neither one of them are old, but you know what I'm saying. Use the one that's open first. And then we'll go to this one, and we'll get about 1 1/4 cups out of here. This is 16 ounces, which is, hold on. Yeah, that's 2 cups. Okay. A cup is 8 ounces. I just about lost my brain. Like that's something new. Alright, so I'm going to stir this in, and then I'm going to make our plates, or our bowls, or whatever you want to call them. Our plates is what Noah calls them. I'm going to turn this off because we don't need it on anymore. And at this point is whenever you add the sherry if you wanted to. Like I said, we're not doing that. I have no reason to do that. So I'm just gonna mix this sour cream in thoroughly because we don't want it to, you know, not all the way be mixed, or not be all the way mixed, whatever I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anywho's, mix it up, and then I'm gonna get my noodles, and I'm going to put some of this on top of it, and then I'm gonna do a taste test, and we'll go from there. It looks very liquidy, which is, I don't know if it's ideal or not, but we'll see. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm about to try it. It looks like this. It smells good. But like I said, I'm very tempted to put Worcestershire sauce in it, or I was, but I didn't ever do it. But I probably would never do that after it's already cooked. But I'm gonna try it. This is a piece of the meat. Noah's making tea. It tastes good. It doesn't taste like the stroganoff I normally make, but it does taste good, at least the first bite. I'll probably put something on the screen if I change my mind about it. But anyway, I'm gonna go so I can eat supper, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Share with a friend if you'd like to. I'll try to put if Jeff and Noah like it on the screen too. I'm pretty sure they will, but I'm still going to do that. And yeah, most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.